So like there's that familiar saying that seeing is believing. But in spiritual terms, I don't think that's necessarily true. Sometimes skeptics will say, show me a miracle and I'll believe. But even if they saw a genuine miracle or something real, they'll still doubt it, or naturalistically, they would just look for a simple explanation, or find other reasons to continue not to believe. So today I'm gonna be talking about seeing is believing, that thing. So I'm gonna kind of dive into John today. So in John, John wrote in his gospel about the seven miraculous signs, the miracles that Jesus performed before his death. So what was the seven miracles again? Can anyone name a couple? John?
Performed by Jesus?
Yeah, before he died.
Water to wine.
Water to wine.
Demons out. Like demons out. Demons into the pit.
Healing the official son. 5 more guys.
Able to light with food.
Feeding of the 5,000. Lazarus from the dead.
Healing the sick boy.
I think
The
James
dead
did.
boy.
Oh, he did.
He said,
I said that one
driving
where-
the demons out.
Into the pig.
There's a sick boy.
What that guy from the group?
Yeah, the crippled at the pool.
Blind man.
The blind man. Yeah, so I was just looking at those. Those are 7 miracles that we read about, but like I said, in our day, like in our society, seeing is believing. So like, what can we do about that? But even though people back then saw Jesus' miracles, and like not everyone believed in him still. What should I say? I was listening to the radio. I had to quickly jot this down so it's not like fluid. It said, but not all who saw Jesus' miracles in person believed in him, just as not all today who read the eyewitnesses' accounts of Jesus' miracles in the Gospels believe in him. And then it also said, which I thought this was really powerful. It says, the barrier to faith is that we love our sin. So it's like, even though we experience these miracles, we're like, we see them, we experience them, like, because of our sin, we don't want to let our sin go. So we kind of refuse to believe those miracles. We kind of, always come up with an excuse to say that's not true. I just want to stick with my own things. So, can someone pull up Romans 1, 18 through 20?
Romans 1, 18 through 20.
Yeah. So chapter 1, 18 through 20.
It's about God's wrath against sinful humanity. The wrath of God is being revealed from heaven against all the godlessness and wickedness of people who suppress the truth by their wickedness, since what may be known about God is plain to them, because God has made it plain to them. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse.
So, as Paul points out in Romans chapter 18, like Andrew said, all people have adequate evidence of God's eternal power and divine nature through creation. But, they just suppress the truth through their wickedness or unrighteousness. So if God exists and created all things, then sinners know that they're in big trouble, so they try to invent cover-ups or myths, something in life to cover up themselves, so they just do anything so they don't have to submit to God that they're sinners. They just keep coming up with things like evolution, um, just excuses, and yeah. So if God exists and created all things, then sinners know that they're in big trouble. So they invented cover-ups and myths to dodge the reality of God, so they can continue in their sin. So that was, I think, that's one of the big key things as well. Like, we're so caught up and we're so prideful in ourselves that our ego and our pride gets on our way to see the bigger picture. Yeah, it's kind of intimidating at first, but if we do want to genuinely believe in God, we have to kind of put ourselves down, and we gotta put others first, and we gotta put Him first, and hopefully people can see God through us. So, also, if any of the 7 miracles should have resulted in every person, present right now, falling on their knees and just like worshiping God, I think that would be, Jesus bringing Lazarus from the dead, because, Lazarus was dead for how long? Was he? What did you say, Jim? It said around like 4 days. So apparently, his body started decomposing and everything. But, Jesus just cried out, Lazarus, come forth. And then life returned to his dead body, and it was completely restored. And he walked out of his tomb, still bound with the grave wrappings. As a result, many did believe in Jesus, but funny, I think it also, I think the same thing can happen, presently, right now, if something like this happened. Others went to report to Jewish leaders what had happened, and rather than acknowledging their mistaken views of Jesus, they intensified their efforts to kill him. So, in this narrative, Jesus also tells Martha, I think it's in John 11:40. He said, "Did I not say to you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" Believing would result in seeing. But others who saw this stupendous miracle did not believe, and their foolish hearts, their sinful hearts, were darkened. So I think the overall lesson is that if we believe in Christ, we will see the glory of God. But if we only see the miracles without believing, we will be hardened in our sin. So we have to believe first before we ask to see stuff. Because I think that was kind of one of my mistakes, growing up. I would always test God back then. I'm like, God, if you are real, open this door for me without, this childish things like that. But it says, in here it says, for us to see the glory of God, we must have faith and believe in Him first. So, it's not easy, but I think that's what we should do. Pretty much it. So I'm just gonna pray to wrap things up. Dear Heavenly Father, we stumbled on. Didn't go as well as planned, but I got through. I just want everyone here to know that I know right now in our generation, seeing is believing has to be a thing, and it's hard to go on, or hard to prove to others or prove to ourselves that. Sometimes that you're real. I mean, it's just hard for us in our generation, where science and technology rules. Just please be with us and give us constant reminders that we must have faith in you, and you will naturally show us these genuine miracles. miracles, so we can genuinely, believe in you, have faith in you, rather than having our ego or our pride get in our way and just intensifying our doubt even more. Just please be with us throughout the rest of this week. We love you so much. In your name we pray.
Amen.